Hitting against the wall is one of the simplest yet most effective exercises for improving your defensive reflexes. Today, I'm going to show you 3 exercises that you can do against the wall. These drills are not only great for warming up, but also can be incorporated into your training because you can practically do it anywhere on your own with just a flat wall surface. Before we get started, I highly recommend getting some painter's tape or find some way of marking a line on the wall as your imaginary net. This line should measure exactly 5 foot 1 inches or 1.55 meters, just like the height of a normal badminton net. The purpose of this is because you want to have a target. You obviously don't want to be hitting way below this line in a real game because that would mean you're aiming straight into or below the net. And you also don't want to be aiming too high above the net because that would resemble a shot that gives your opponent a good offensive position. The key here is to keep your drives as flat as possible right above the net. Let's talk about the proper setup and mechanics. First of all, you want to stand as you would normally in your defensive position on the court. That means your toes should be facing straight at the net or the wall and not diagonally. The reason for this is because imagine you're on the court. If you're turned diagonally, it puts you out of position to explode forward if your opponent hits a drop shot or a front court shot. Next, you want to make sure that you're in your power stance with your knees bent to help you generate power for your shot, but also to explode towards front court shot. You want to stay on your toes or the ball of your feet, so that means you don't want to be on your heel or flat-footed. Now you can either have your right foot slightly in front or your left foot slightly in front, or even interchange them while doing this exercise like your normal defense. The last thing I want you guys to pay attention to is to not make huge lunges forward towards the wall when you're hitting. The reason you don't want to do this is because you won't be in a position to hit the next shot as it bounces back to you if you're lunging forward, unless you're hitting very, very slowly. The purpose of this exercise is to simulate a situation where a fast smash or drive is coming at you. And so when someone is smashing at you, you should not be trying to lunge or step into the smash. Let's get into the 3 training exercises that I have for you guys. The first is defensive backhand only. I usually recommend starting with this exercise. We're gonna focus on just keeping the shuttle right in front of us in this mid-torso belly area. You can start out with a slow to medium pace, and once you feel comfortable and can repeat without mistakes, try to increase the speed and pace while keeping a consistent timing. You'll notice that I'm trying to aim in the box area that we taped earlier because I want the shuttle to bounce back right in front of me. If I hit it too far away from the box to the right or to the left, the shuttle will bounce back at a difficult angle and make it much harder for me to recover my timing or my momentum. The second drill is alternating backhand and forehand. This specific exercise is to help improve your ability changing from your forehand to backhand grip. This requires tons of coordination and finger strength, but the concept is the same. We want to keep aiming at the center area of the box in an alternating pattern of 1 backhand shot and 1 forehand shot. The key here is to try and apply the same amount of power on each alternating shot so that you can also gain a consistent momentum of your backhand and forehand strokes. The third and last exercise is completely random. Now I want you guys to put everything together from the first 2 exercises. You can mix up your backhand in all different areas and your forehand completely randomly as the shuttle comes to you. The key here is to maintain consistent timing and to stay light on your feet while mixing in different strokes and just reacting to the shuttle as it comes back to you. You can switch up your footwork or your stance mid-exercise to practice the fluidity in your footwork for matches, and you can push yourself to see how long you can last without making a mistake. I promise you, a minute of this exercise will have your entire forearm and hand burning. Extra challenge. For those of you that are starting to feel comfortable with this exercise already, you can add more difficulty to your wall hitting by using a heavy or training racket. I can't tell you guys enough how great of an exercise that this is, that even all the top players today are still doing. This is easily one of the best exercises, especially for doubles players, because you can emulate a high-paced defensive situation. It helps with improving your reflexes and timing, and also helps build forearm and finger strength when generating quick strokes. You'll improve your shuttle tracking abilities and also hand-eye coordination because the shuttle will bounce back off the wall to a different position in front of you every time. And lastly, it also helps build muscle memory for your swing to be in the proper trajectory of your flat defensive shots. Now, this was one of my first training exercise videos, and so I hope that this video was helpful for you guys. If it was, please make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.